Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, so today for Inktober slash AnimeTober, it's Boruto and Tasty. Boruto from the AnimeTober and Tasty from Inktober. I'm going to put him, I'm going to put him on the sleeve of my jacket. Ultimately, I might be able to at least ink him on there. If I keep the design nice and simple. And pretty much I'm going to do him kind of eating a hamburger. It seems like in the show he's always, one of his favorite hangouts is a little hamburger place in town with his buddies. So I'm just going to have him just pretty much eating a hamburger. I was going to have him like leaping, eating a hamburger, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't usually run and eat at the same time, and I don't think he does either. So, yeah, when they're thinking and planning and discussing and things like that, the only thing I've seen them like carry with them is like a drink, maybe. So, I can get away with something kind of simple on the sleeve here. Boo. No worries though. Okay, so right now I'm just tracing out my template, and I'm going to go ahead and get the letters 25 and Tasty on the sheet, because I always kind of leave them almost for last. Usually you should give yourself plenty of room in a bubble, but I don't always do that. Okay, so I'm just getting the basic numbers on here. Usually there's a little tag here that comes off. Let's see. It's still a little too big for the space. Let's see, I'll just have them kind of connect a little bit. I've done so many letters and numbers and stuff that I almost have an idea of what they're supposed to look like without seeing the font, but it doesn't hurt to look at the font. So I'm going to do that raw. Nah. Let's see. I got to close a couple windows to get to it. There we go. I think this is supposed to be dark Christmas music. Let me change it. Carol of the Trap. There we go. A lot of reggae going on this. Okay, let's see. And the font that I'm inspired by here is what's this called? Victorian Decade by Fonts Good. And Fonts Good created this this year, 2019. And if you are interested in this kind of font, not my type of, not my writing, because it's kind of terrible, but the font can be found on fontspace.com under Victorian-Decade-Font F40746 or something like that. Okay, so anyway, on to, I'm just using something that kind of would resemble like a tarot card type of thing. So I've got like a T-A-S-T-Y. I need to make it kind of centered. Let's see. Just move everybody over just a smidge. There we go. And that should kind of work everything in. Yeah, because this was originally going to be like mystical cards, tarot cards type of thing with Sailor Moon. And then I thought about it. I'm like, okay, Sailor Moon's not on this list, this anime list, AnimeTober list. And I started priming the jacket for Sailor Moon. And then I realized Yugi's not on the list either. So I was like, well, Yugi would make more sense with cards since he's the king of games and junk like that. I have to fix the Y a bit because there's no lowercase y in this this font family here. I think they use the same font for Y as they do for the capital letters. Usually the capital letters have all this like intricate little tails and stuff like I'm putting on this T. Alright, so enough of that. Oh, well, forgot the A. Sorry. It's like, hey, you forgot me. Hey, Deshaun. Good morning. Doing well. Thank you for asking. So what's up? You got a question? How much is that dog in the window? Da, da, da. Yeah, yesterday I wasn't able to do any drawing on my jacket or any priming or painting because I thought it was going to rain like a bad dog, but it didn't even sprinkle in our area. And whatever storms that were passing passed us by. Not that I'm complaining, but that was a whole day like without doing anything to the jacket besides what I had done in the morning. So it puts me behind a bit, but I got the weekend to catch up. So yeah, go ahead and ask your question, Deshaun, when you get a chance, and I'll see if I can give you an answer. Okay, so Boruto, while he's formulating his question, if he paints the black shirt with white, would the transfer paper work? Yeah, because basically think of it as, you know, you just gave yourself the white here. The only thing is that you're not going to be able to trace anything. Like, say you covered it with white, it's just like throwing a layer of paint on it and the light won't come through very well. But yeah, black shirt with white, yeah, a transfer paper, if you're using the black transfer paper, it should work. If you ever have a question like that, just test it. Find yourself an old black t-shirt and test it. But yeah, as a matter of fact, I've got my guy painted white. Give me a second. Oh, where are you? I've already got it set up for today, but where'd you go? Dun, 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 dun. You just got to press hard enough. Make sure that the paint is dry. It's got to be nice and dry. This has been dried for like 2 days, I think. And let's see. I'm going to do like maybe a part of here. Let's see. Oh, do I not have the image next to me? Let me see. Here's the black transfer paper. And let's see. I don't know if I've got the image next to me. Let's see. Yes. Okay. So like for this right here, Da, da, da. So ancient would be, let me move a little bit of this stuff out the way. So if I'm matching it up as best I can, under the circumstances, nothing is taped down. Let's see, I want to see if I can get it to fit on here. I think my point of reference is going to end up being down here. So if I'm doing that, yeah, it's going to be kind of difficult to figure out where I left off. I kind of made the outline a bit bigger. There we go. That's kind of good. Okay, something that I can sacrifice. Let's see. If I make a mistake, it's no big deal. Okay, I'm going to do, I want to say I want to do his face. Let's see. But again, I don't have this stretched out like I should. Let's see, somewhere, let's see, I think I was going to make this all blue. So I'm going to go ahead and do part of his outer jacket here. And I have painted this white on a my black hoodie. It is polyester, but that shouldn't matter. Okay, so also you need to press hard. Now I don't have anything super stiff underneath here, so there's a lot of give and whatnot, but usually I would have a board underneath. And I'm just going to I'm going to press lightly, because well, actually it doesn't matter if I press hard or light. This is going to get covered up. Okay, and I'm going to lift this up, and it transferred. So yeah, it will work. Here, I'll bring it down so you can see. The harder you press, the more it will come out. Okay, I hope that helped. Now it's graphite is like drawing with, it's like transferring with you know, like a pencil. I don't know if it'll erase though. Let me see. Yeah, if you drew it light enough, it looks like it'll erase. Yeah, so no harm, no foul. Just do it lightly. One of the ways I transfer is with like a pencil like this, and just like close it off. And this part right here is kind of sharp. Same thing with that other mechanical pencil that I usually use. That one there also, when you just, you know, and you can really grind it on in. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so using the light box here. Just want to make sure I got my lines okay. And then I'm going to erase it. I'm going to put him kind of breaking the border, and I'm going to have him going in this this direction. So let's see. I don't need that stuff anymore, so I can drop that down. Yeah, I've taken to breaking borders. I really like it. The effect is really cute. And I'll put a big burger behind him. Let's see. How was I going to do the burger? I love the bold colors that they use in this anime. You have red? I don't understand. Oh, you're using, that's right, you showed me the picture. You're using red to ink with. Yeah, I don't know why, but because I don't know, unless your lines are going to end up being red, I wouldn't have used red. Yeah, I wouldn't have used red. I would have stuck with either the black or the white. because you're not drawing on paper. You're drawing on fabric. You're drawing on something that you're going to end up ultimately painting over. Um, I'll make this burger nice and... I don't know what this stuff is. I think these are tentacles. I don't know. They eat some weird stuff. I would have just done it with black and white and kept it simple. Use the white to... I know, whatever it takes to get it done. If you prefer the red, that's cool. But like you said, it's harder to see. But you could have used like a yellow. That would have made it a little bit easier to see. The brighter the color, the better. So I would either draw with white or a white colored pencil instead of using red. Red kind of gets absorbed. But yellow stands out, and so does white. But your transfer paper, your, like, if you I don't know if you went to Michael's or Joann's. I think they carry this kind where it's a white transfer paper, and you should use something like this maybe. I used this yesterday, and it came out pretty good. I could still see the lines and stuff like that. So maybe in the future, if you're doing a black hoodie, get the white graphite paper. Don't get like transfer paper. I think that's what they call it, because sometimes you might get like the boner, like what I did. I had gotten transfer paper, but what they considered transfer paper was tracing paper, and not the same. So if you can find a white graphite paper, the white version of this or something like that, because I know Michael's will sell it in a white version if they have it in stock. They're usually side by side. And so we'll have his hair kind of break the border too. You don't have to start over. You could always keep going. Yeah, just keep going, but use yellow. Or the white transfer paper. That will work. Or put the black on, but you have to prime it with white. It's not going to hurt anything because you're going to paint over it. But if you think you're not going to be able to paint over it, you can always wash that out too. You know, and like you said, start over. Now, is the jacket for you or is it for someone else? Because I remember you mentioned someone else. Oh, your barber. That's right. That's right. Yeah, he's gonna appreciate the hard work you're putting into it. Yeah, it's what you've started off with is really beautiful. Um, One of the things that I have done is I had, and I'll probably do it with the Hinata one, and I think I drew the wrong Hinata. Everybody else was coming out with this dude, and I'm like, I don't know who that is. But anyway, um, uh, the you can use the color of the shirt or the jacket. Like you have black, right? All the black lines here. Um, what I would do is I would like paint this white, and my outlines, like you have it outlined in yellow or red, have it outlined in red. Don't touch that. Then go over it with black. So get this white, get this white, get this white, and just like prime it. And then you can come back with your colors layered on top, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. All your lines will be where they are, and that's one of the ways I do it, but it takes a little bit longer. Um, hey, Tatted Hearts. Yeah, if you don't want to start all the way over again, that's an alternative for you. Just paint your stuff white. Like this usually is yellow, but to prime it white. And then if I need to go, or even this whole face here, I could prime this whole face white. But there is a downside. Like what I was doing on the one that I just showed you, you got to make sure it's lined back up so that when you do put the transfer paper on top of the white to get the details on, that it all lines up. Otherwise, you're freehanding it back onto your drawing or your line work. And one of the things I would prime it, but if I what's the word? I could prime it, but there's times when I forget what's supposed to go where. So I got to the point where like lines like this, I would just paint white, you know, and then I'd go, once the white was dry, go over it with their colors, and you'll have this outline here from your you know, original drawing. It'll be in red for you, but it would have been like the color of the, once it washes out, it'll be the color of the jacket. You can see it really well with this right here. I did pretty much the same thing. I made my outlines to do it, and then I just painted in, primed it, the areas that I needed, and then once I washed the shirt, all those lines are gone, and it's just the color of the shirt that gives you the outlines. Just like this right here. I would have done his pants in a different color, but his pants are blue, so I just left it blue, but now his pants are gone, so it's like grr. Well, actually the line is still here, but it's super faint. But yeah, even in the face, I used like a white pencil or something like that, got it outlined, and when I went into the details, everything where I had the white outline, I just left it alone, you know, that sort of thing. So you can do that route as well. It gives it a different effect. That's one of my favorite shirts. I just wish I would have heat set the paint. If I would have heat set the paint, it would look a lot different from what it looks like now. Alright. But Deshaun, whatever you decide to do, it's going to come out awesome. You're doing a great job from what I've seen. Don't be afraid of your paints. Um, and you know, getting your colors and mixing them all together, because once you have like two colors together, you can blend them together with each other and just have them side by side, and then have a center color of the blend, and then just you can just kind of rub it all in together. Since it's a hoodie, hoodies are thick, so you can get away with that, and then you can get those gradient blends. See, I wanted his arm to kind of bust out, and then I'll break that border. Get rid of all these stray lines so I don't accidentally throw that in there. Now, the downside is I cannot remember if he had long sleeves or short sleeves. Okay, long sleeves. He has a cute jacket too. Oh, you're welcome anytime. I just think it's so cool that other people are doing it, doing some drawings, and your drawing is freaking amazing. So it's gonna look even more amazing after it's on a jacket. Crap! Come on, Boruto. Yeah, I keep finding different views of his jacket. Should have kept him in the border. But he's got this really cool pink strip. I just got to see where it ends. There we go. Long sleeve. Unless that's a different season, because these kids are looking different. Oh boy. Okay, on this one he doesn't have a strip on his jacket. On that one he does. Come on. Okay, that one he does. Anyway. Okay. We'll just do this sort of thing. Okay, so we got him grinding on a burger. Trying to decide, should I do... We'll just have it kind of go a little bit over the letters here. Alright, so we'll ink this, and we'll do that at the same time. I think I got enough cues here. Okay, so for the sleeve here, oh, that's cool. What I'm doing here, since the sleeve is really small, and I can't, you put a box under the shirt so you can draw better on it. Okay, whatever works. I found that using, excuse me, using the, a box, like, you know, any kind of box that I need Right here is it's something that has the sides. This part right here would cover. I'd slip this inside the jacket, and then I would tighten it down a little bit, and I would use this to paint on because the paints have a tendency of, if anything is touching it, it seeps down to the bottom. So to keep your paints on top, I have this opening, and then when I either apply a heat gun or put it under a fan, it dries faster than if it's attached to something. Plus, it doesn't stick to something. These paints will stick once they, and if you don't have anything protecting the underside or the inside of the whatever you're working on, that's going to get stuck together and you'll have paint on the outside of that. So I use this or a box that's stable. I was trying to use these silver pans, but the pans are not. They collapse too easily. It works, but it collapses too easy. But those kind of pans, you can kind of fold them into whatever shape that you need. Right now, I've got a magazine and that book under here. I've got it kind of folded under because I'm going to put him right here. There we go. So I just want to get it nice and taut enough so that I can paint it or ink it or whatever I need to do. So I've got to tape it down. Let's see, just got to make sure everything is cool. This will work. But yeah, whatever it takes to draw better. Me, I just like using the embroidery hoops. The embroidery hoops will keep it in place as well. Whatever it takes to strap it down. But with the embroidery hoops, I found that I don't have to have one hand like holding something down and the other hand, when trying to draw. A lot of people, they'll draw flat with a board underneath. Another thing that might help is sandpaper. A sandpaper will grip the inside so it won't slip on you as well. I think because the hoodie is so thick, you shouldn't have a texture coming off of, like when you rub against something. Like this right here has this liner, except in the sleeves. You might be able to get away with doing that, and that'll keep it in place as well. So like if you want to put like sandpaper on top of your box, that'll give you that extra stability to keep your thing steady. Yeah, this black stuff, the transfer paper is so flimsy. All it takes is like a slight breeze to get it to fly all over the place. I don't know where it is. Crap. I'm gonna have to get off my ass and get some more because I cannot find where it flew. Okay, I can't win. Knowing damn well that that stuff flies all over the damn place. Okay, let's see. There it is. I'll use this since I got a ton of this stuff. Yeah, this one, I hate that when it comes, it's folded over. That's dumb. Because when it's folded over, there's a possibility of leaving additional marks that you don't want. See, I want to cut this to size. Don't want to have too much out at once. Make sure. Okay. Where are my scissors? Pencils everywhere. Not a scissor among you. Okay, not a worry. So about right here, and I can always slide it over. if I need to. Oh. Okay. There we go. We'll save you for another time. Alright. Actually, use you now and put the other one away because it's got a lip on it. It's like I'm keeping one eye on the other piece. Oh, God. There we go. I have you now. Alright, let me put this other piece away. And watch when I get up to leave, I find the other piece that I couldn't find before. It's always that way. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to ink. Oh, Deshaun, if you need a black pen and you need to get like really defined and stuff, try using these. I got them at Walmart. They're called Prismacolor Premier fine line markers. They're in the art department area, and these are what I use on everything when I don't have the obsolete ones. They will go on black and they'll stay despite washes and over the years. It may fade a little bit, as everything does, but it's still black. It's still noticeably black. Like if you need something a little bit more defined than some of the what is it called? Some of the fabric markers that are out there, they've all got a fat tip. This one has various tips, and you know that it will stay over time. Yeah, you'll find other things that will help you skin the cat, besides some of the little tips that I give. And I think yours is, you probably don't even need this size. I think yours is pretty much a face, and you know, you don't use that much. I don't think you'll be using that many designs or lines on a face like that. Your portrait, I'm sorry. Words are hard on Friday, because it's Friday. Been waiting for this since Monday morning. The white transfer paper has white size, white side only. They're both in the same area as each other at a store. I gotta remember not to trace lightly. Gotta trace hard, like my heart. Yeah, the white carbon paper is only white, and the black one is only black. It'd be nice if they had two sides. Oh my God, that would be so awesome. Why is he not gripping his burger? Oh, that's right. I had I didn't draw the whoops. There we go. His hands are underneath the Yeah, I'll be the first one in line to take my money if they had two sides, because that would be so convenient. Yeah, and when you do, look for something that says white graphite paper, or just ensure that it's not tracing paper, because that's how I got burned. They said it was graphite paper, tried to make it look like it was graphite paper, and it was tracing paper. It wasn't even tracing paper, it's tissue paper. And yeah, if you got a gentle hand and a pencil that won't go through the paper, it's a good buy. But I left them a bad review because it says, oh yeah, you can transfer onto wood, and you can do this and you can do that, and I'm like, oh, that's the stuff I need. Nope, they lied. Lie, 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 lie. And you listen to her. Okay. Yeah, what can you do? Why should you use red and blue when you're just gonna... Now, it'd be something if you needed it. If you needed red, or if you needed blue in your artwork. But if your lines and everything are supposed to be black, use black. If you're gonna be painting over stuff, use white. You want to use what you can see. Blue doesn't show up that well on the hoodie. But yellow does, and you can even see that. I mean, if you have like some Crayola colored pencils, you can definitely see the difference between using a red colored pencil and a black one, or a red one. You're gonna have an easier time with yellow. Plus, Crayola washes out really well, but it's not as bright as what is that one white pencil I have? A Stabilo. These guys right here, in the Faber-Castells, these are great. The Polychromos Castell, this one, the Prismacolor white, and the Stabilo are the best when I've come to drawing on fabrics. Let's see, I think I got virtually all my lines on here. I just like all these bold colors that he has in this anime. I'm going to see if I can incorporate those on here. I don't know if these are supposed to be tomatoes, but I don't care. Let's see. This is part of his jacket, I think. Let me make sure. Yeah. He's got like a little bit of a blue trim here, I guess, for the zipper. Yeah, red is just hard to see. But white, it'll pop right on out. Let's see. Oh, I gotta do the tasty. I'm surprised that the person at Joann's didn't tell you to get a white transfer paper. Either that or they don't carry it. But they pretty much carry virtually the same stuff as Michaels would. But then again, they don't have that big of a selection. They do, but it's mostly, I don't want to say that. It's been a hot minute since I've been to Joann's lately. But when I was looking for things to paint on fabrics and stuff, I found a lot of what I needed online. Inside the store, I found a messenger bag that I've never seen before, not even online, and I'm like, ooh, I gotta do something with this. And now I still don't know what I want to do with it just yet. I really should be using the ruler. But yeah, like right now, I've got one hand kind of keeping things stable and the other one trying to do the drawing, and it's really super awkward. I might end up having to create my own little thingy here. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so I got Sorrel transfer tracing paper, okay. I got red, black, gray, white, blue. Now, is that like laundry pencils type of thing, so that you can use that to draw onto the fabric? Yay! Oh my god, it looks good. Okay. Yay! Finally, something had to work. Alright, so, and I'll just add a little bit more ink. Let's see. I wonder, do I have a red nearby? I have a reddish tone. Let's see. Oh! My leg has been in one position too long. Okay. Like, here's a red Crayola. Here's a white pencil. Let's see, where's the yellow? And I'll just kind of show you on mine, because I'm going to be painting over it anyway. I'm going to get... Do I need to move that out? I'm trying to decide. I'll see if I can find a box or something like that that I can use to... or I'll just use it with my colored pencils. Not colored pencils, I'm sorry. Fabric markers. Which are awesome on this as well. Because it's polyester. Yeah, they blend really well. Let's see. So, okay, I'm going to try to outline this with, what color is this? Oh, this is crazy art. This is no good. Let's see. Plus, it's a berry color. It looks red, but it's not. It's a liar. Well, maybe we can try. Let's see. Hold up. Okay. So, on this one right here, I need to bring out the white more. You know, bring out my lines more. Let's see, do I have anything on here that's red? Oh, geez, this hoodie. Okay. Okay, something maybe that's going to be covered up with another color. Her hair is kind of like a black color. Okay, there's red-ish on here, and it shows up. But where's the yellow? Okay, Kim, you weren't that far away from your... Now, it also depends on the fabric, too. This is polyester, and it's super thin, but you're using a hoodie, and that's thicker fabric. Let's see. I don't want to mess with Nick's jacket, but I still got to fix this. I still have a lot to paint on this one, and Inktober has just been in the way. Let's see. Trying to think of where I can put this color and test it out. I know it's going to wash out, but nah, I really don't want to make any marks on his jacket. Well, shit. Anyway. Okay, so there's red. We know what white looks like. Let's see. I really need something to sit underneath here. Let's see. And then I wanted to show you yellow looks really, really good. Gray is doo-doo. At least in my opinion. These are all just my opinions. Keep that in mind. Because gray is too close to black. Let's see. Where are you? My kingdom for a yellow. But I know, like, pure yellow will stand out. White definitely stands out. Let's see. Here's a white Crayola. This is Faber-Castell, which is freaking expensive. But even the Crayola stands out more. And there's the red. Here's, let's see. What do I have behind her? There's something behind. Oh yeah, that's right. The little. And I see the white better than I see the red. Let me see if I can find an actual red in here. Ha, red. Okay. There's that. And that's red. Now, here's oh God, let me do it again. Red shows up, but it's dark. But white seems to really just pop. Here's white, and then here's red. I don't know what this woman was talking about. And then let's see. I don't have a yellow. But yeah, if I had like no money and I needed to outline, I would either use the white or the yellow. I don't know how deep and dark your blue is. Let's see. You want to stay away from cool colors, basically. Crayolas are kind of crazy bright too. A light blue showed up pretty good. But yeah, I would stick with white. That's just me though. But whatever works, bro. Whatever works. If the red, the blues, and stuff like that work, then cool. But yeah, this will wash out, so I'm not even worried about that. This is mine, and I don't care if it doesn't or if it does. It is what it is. Okay, so I do have time. I got time, cuz I got time. Yeah, whatever it takes to but this is a different fabric though. That's another thing you got to keep in mind. Can you show on the show what on the transfer paper? Let's see. You know what colors look like on on white paper? I don't know. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, the white transfer paper I had used already on this. This is all white transfer paper, but I didn't press hard enough. I just gave myself enough hints so that I can bring out the picture. So, but today is Boruto day, so I gotta do some work on him. But yeah, Inktober has been satisfied, I suppose. Yeah, okay, good enough for government work on that. So let's throw some color on it. Doing the skin. Oh, this is going to be fun because I've moved my colors all over the damn place. This is not a bad color. That's orange-ish. Let's see. Oh, crap. My bag. Where are you? Let me put this back up here. Let's see. I knew he would be fast. I knew Boruto would be fast. Alright. Aha! Okay. Alright, so his hair is yellow. Let's see. I could use this kind of for his jacket, but his jacket's kind of like an ash gray. More like this one. His hair is yellow. It's funny, I went through, cleaned out all the colored pencils out of my bag. And not colored pencils, oh my god. Fabric markers. Okay. Let's see. Trying to find everybody here. I think my yellow is way over there. Shoot. I wanted to see if I could start from the top and work my way down. Okay. Use what you got, Kim. Use what you got. Alright. Hey, Ian, how you doing? Okay, so I'm going to do his skin first. That way if I go over, there's that, and I can use that to blend. And white if it's not light enough. Okay, so he's got like really peachy skin, and I need to throw something underneath here. What I'm coloring with fabric markers, if I lay it down really wet, oh crap, there's something in it. Dang it. Okay, I have to get another one. Shoot. Oh. As long as I have some sort of barrier. Okay. I'll just use that underneath. It's smooth. It might get on my nerves with the noise. Yeah, this jacket is not bad looking. It's got a shit ton of colors. It's got a lot of crazy activity on it. It's just needs to be finished. Inktober is unforgiving. It gives no shits as far as you know. It's like, hey, next day, new project, new subject. Let's see. Okay, so for his skin, with something like this, you can. Let's see. I've used this color. This is the Arteza fabric marker and Zig fabric marker. Usually I can get away with using an orange and kind of blending it out with a little bit of white. If you don't want to mix your colors directly onto the fabric, I recommend getting a little bit of a plastic wrap if I can find some. Thought I had some really close by. Man, I need to organize my room. Famous last words. Then I won't be able to find anything. Okay, so a little bit of plastic wrap. If you're using fabric markers, or if you don't have plastic wrap, what else would work? Paper plate, like the slick paper plates. and just kind of, I don't know if I'm in the camera. Let's see. Okay, there we are. Just put a little bit out, and let's see. I think I'll mix it with a little bit of white. Just a smidge. Yeah, this kind of fabric and this size doesn't need a lot of. Let's see. It doesn't need a lot of paint. And then this right here is a Fantastics coloring tool, whatever. And pretty much it's a sponge. And to get into it or clean it, I usually just sharpen it with one of those pencil sharpeners. And then you can mix your colors together. Let's see, I'm going to throw a little bit of orange in there. But I can always use the, let's see, this is if I wanted a really pale person. And I want a little bit of color, a little bit more color in them. Just a smidge. Let me put the orange onto the other side. Yeah, and I'm using an egg crate container thing with a plastic wrap over it. And it works pretty good. I keep it separated. And then if this palette of, if it goes, you know, if the paints here are dry, I just go ahead and flip it over, use the other side, and Bob's your uncle, and you've got something going. Okay, so I don't usually use this beast right here, but it's like right here. I got it. And I'll just test a couple areas to see if this is the tone that I want, and not really. So, but also, I can tease this color around by using the colorless blender one, or another fabric color. This one right here is supposed to be a flesh tone, supposed to be, but I found that it looks a little bit more yellow. Wrong side. It has 2 tips on it. Now, without this being primed white first, my colors come out just a little darker than if I had like white underneath. Yeah, he's considerably lighter than this. And then also it will dry a little bit lighter than what we're seeing. I'm going to take some of these other color here and bring it down this way. And what I do on one side, I got to do to another. Grab a little bit more of that. Bring that onto his arm. Yeah, there's something kind of wobbly here, so I just went outside the line. Just no worry. I see some glitter on this. He's gonna sparkle. Oh, thanks. Yeah, this jacket is going to be off the chain. There's some parts on here that look just wicked. The Goku looks good. It just doesn't look right because it doesn't, at least to me, because he's supposed to be polishing an urn, but they don't really look like urns. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more of a lighter tone, maybe more orange to Okay, here's one of the other things I like doing, especially when I'm on the bus, is I'll take a little smidgen of it and then tease it on in with the fabric colorless one. I might even use the other one right here if I want to blend it in with the tone, and I think I do. So I'd use a combination. There is another orange that I usually use too, but I don't have it with me right here. And I'll just kind of work it in and blend it around. Okay. And let me see if I can use the other orange. Let's see, I'm going to take a smidge of this. I'll clean this off a bit. A little bit too much orange. Just use it in the shadowy areas, or what would have been shadow. And just kind of tease it outwards. That way it looks like it's a blended color. So I'll have like one color, then I'll come back with the other color, and then I'll just kind of tease it outwards and bring it around. Yeah, sometimes I use a cup, and a big enough cup around here, and just kind of tighten it around the cup, and that will sometimes help as well to keep it stable. That way you're not using your fingers on your artwork. Okay, got time. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of the paint. There we go. I'm gonna let that part dry. Whip out some paint. Oh, you like the fairy tale one? I forgot what the fairy tale one was. Oh, the guy with the statue. Yeah, I still love 02 though. The idea for that one. But Bakugo definitely came out freaking awesome. I might be able to get away with his hair just being this yellow. You know, I really like this fabric. It's super smooth. The only thing is if the rest of the jacket didn't have this liner, I think it would be badass. Because this jacket has got this kind of shimmer to it, and it makes all the fabric paints and the shimmery paints, the metallics and stuff, really pop. And you don't need a shit ton of paint. It like the hoodie absorbs a lot of paint. This one right here, it just pretty much stays on top, and because I guess it's supposed to be waterproof, so it's slick, 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 slick. I was half tempted to wear this too, but I'm like, I don't want anything that I just put on here to wash off, especially the stuff that needs to be heat set, like this yellow here. You can see a grown woman cry. Ah, that dragon, yeah. Cool. So you plan on doing this a lot more often. It's a fun hobby, especially when you wear your stuff and people are like, "Dog, where'd you get that?" I mean, you're your own walking billboard. Especially if you really want to pursue custom hoodies. I mean, it's like there's nothing like it. I mean, it's custom. It's yours. Nobody else in the world has it unless you mass produce it. Just like the hoodie you're making for old boy, your barber. Nobody else in the world will have that hoodie, and it just makes it a lot more special. And you can charge more if you're so inclined. You'll never find a hoodie quite like mine. Yeah, those that speak. Yeah, I got that a lot with what is that called? The One Piece one. That it wasn't even finished. And this chick was like, and then another guy, I had it around my waist, and this guy like followed me around Walmart. He worked there, but he was like, he was following me around Walmart. He's like, "Oh, I like that jacket. I like that jacket. Where'd you get it? How much you pay? What's up?" Yeah. I'm like, but it's not done. Plus, poor thing. I abused that poor jacket. There's no coming back from where it is right now. It's all like, uh, it was all vibrant at one time, and now it's all dull. I wore it around my waist, put it on. It's been ridden and beaten against my butt at bus stops. I just used and abused that poor jacket. And I was half tempted to buy another fluorescent yellow jacket because the fluorescent yellow itself also made the pieces stand out more too. And I'm like, but I only got it because that's all they had as far as hoodies go. Was either that or this really hideous orange. Okay, we got time, cuz. Okay, so the underside of his hair here is kind of like I don't want to say olive, it's like a tan color. So I need a little bit of brown, a little bit of orange. I wonder, can I make... Yeah, I need a little bit of brown. Let's see. Do I have a little bit of brown? Why, yes I do. Ooh, and I also have a tan. Let's see. I think with this color, I'm going to mix it in with some fabric. What does it call that stuff? There we go. We mix this with the yellow here and the orange. Yes, yes, that's what I need. Only need a little bit. There's one of the prompts has All Might in it. I can't wait to pounce on that one. on you. Try to make some of this come out without making too much of a mess. Okay. Yeah, and yeah, you can, but it's all, yeah, video after video later. You know, I keep telling people that, yeah, but some people will talk themselves out of, you know, the ability. You know, it's like, oh, I could never do that. I'm like, okay, if you, whatever you say, you know, so if you say you can, cool. If you say you can't, cool. You know you. But, we all know different. Yeah, if you really want something, there's more than one way of skinning a cat. Let's see, I don't have anything green except for this. I'm trying to think of the other. Oh, is this the other? Okay, this is the other orange I would use. I didn't realize it was so close by. Let's see. And then I would do the same thing. I would like tease it outwards. And I think this one was the one that was closer to a skin tone than the other orange that I was using. And if I find it's too dark, I'll just throw some white in there. It's like a melon color or something like that. Let's see, we'll give it a little bit of a shadow underneath the wrapper here. Oops. And white. I did not bring out my white. Yeah, when I'm on the bus, I've got like, I'm using the cap pretty much. And kind of holding it at the same time. Just kind of mix it in a little bit. Too much white there. I should have just stayed in the lighter area. Let's see. Oh, I forgot his neck. Okay, and his neck is a little darker. It's like my colors are backwards. Shoes are a little different. The reason why is, you know, they're worn, and, well, they get a lot more action than a shirt does. A shirt just sits on you, but I think the shoes need to be, like, protected a little bit better. I don't think this is the orange that I was thinking of. This is more of a melon color. Maybe it is. I just don't have enough white on it. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do custom shoes. There's one guy that I was watching online. He does a lot of different custom shoes. He did shoes for Michael Jordan's son, I think. I think it was Michael Jordan's son. One of these basketball players' sons. And he even made a little custom tag for him. It's pretty cool. Those type of shoes, you kind of need a leather paint, something that'll stay on leather. This stuff is pretty much for like cotton fabrics and stuff, I believe. And those paints are a little bit more expensive. And you don't get a lot. Like these, you can just pop on into Walmart and pick some up. But the other ones, you got to pick up from like an art supply store. Oh, dude, a little dark. Get the other. Let's see, I need you. I choose you. Are you already try? You probably are. Let's see. Use a little bit of the brown. Ooh, too much. He is sparkling. I think this thing has some glitter on it. Yeah, I think the only thing that keeps me from doing custom shoes is not having that paint. Yeah, I was watching some videos on people painting on shoes. You know, there's the canvas shoes. Canvas shoes would probably be able to take this, no problem. But the like Air Jordans and stuff like that, those higher ends, it's a different fabric, different, it's a leather. And a friend of mine wanted to get me into working with him, doing shoes. I had designed a Elmer Fudd with the Nike logo, and instead of Elmer carrying a rifle, he's carrying the Nike logo. Looks pretty tight. Okay, and I want his face to be a little bit lighter than it is. Let's see. Let's see, I've got some white paint somewhere here. There we go. Yeah, yeah, the only shoes that I could probably that I'm thinking of that I can get away with are like those like canvas shoes, or like Vans, those type of shoes, where it's mostly what's the word? It's mostly that canvas type of stuff. But yeah, the paints, I think they're called jacquard leather paints. I think they can even be this is not light enough. Let's see, we put more white into it. Yeah, but that'd be interesting though. It'd be kind of interesting, the kind of crazy shoes I'd come up with. I saw this one video where this guy was drawing the guys from Rick and Morty on the shoes. Those turned out really cute. And there's a guy that rides the city bus with me, and he's got a Rick and Morty backpack, and there's so many damn characters that it looked freaking awesome. I'm like, I couldn't stop staring at his backpack. I'm like, oh my god, this is so cute. He's got a little bit too much sun. So I'm gonna try to make him a little lighter. Where are you? Yeah, usually I would wait a little bit and then go through and add the lighter paint. But nobody got time for that. And it's supposed to rain again today, so I'm not sure if I'm going to bring my jacket with me to work on. Where they say it's going to rain. I just remember getting caught in the rain when they said it wasn't going to rain, and I almost risked messing up this jacket. Let's see. With this still being somewhat wet, some of the colors are able to mix together. There we go. And so I'll use this as kind of like a highlight. Oops. Shoot. This is the highlight. This is supposed to be in shadow. But I'll look into it and see if I can maybe pick up those paints. And that'd be interesting, having what is it called? Inktober on shoes. Definitely interesting. See, I need more of a deeper, darker peach on this area. Crap. I need to slide him down a little bit. Okay, so while I'm letting that dry a little bit, see, the hair's not too bad. It needs to be a little bit yellower where the shadow is. Yeah, let's see, just a little. And the Artezas are really good with blending stuff together. But all my Artezas are behind me. So let me see if I've got another color here. Yeah, I saw one guy use... what did he use? He used Copic markers on some shoes, and he sealed it with beeswax. And I haven't been able to find whatever beeswax that mind my own beeswax. I haven't been able to mind his beeswax. I couldn't find his beeswax. Don't have a decent yellow here. Okay, so his eyes are blue. Let's see, do I have a decent blue? All the really cool colors that I usually use are looking like they're in another bag. My princess is in another castle. This one might work. Okay. Let's see. Don't be purple. this. Make sure it's clean. Yeah, that's another thing. If you're using a white pencil or a lighter tone and you've used it somewhere else, make sure it's clean before you go on to the next thing. And yeah, it's a purple. God, dandruff. That's alright. This looks like a blue though. Sad. Okay, this is a better blue. I keep saying that and it ends up being dookie. Okay, yeah, it is a better blue. Okay. This is so tiny. And I'll tease it with a little bit of white. Or rather, blend it with a little bit of white. Use your big girl words, Kim. Let's see. There we go. Let me use a darker color here. Take a little bit of this blue. I need more of a sky blue on his eyes. Let's see. There we go. That's a little bit lighter. Okay, and they usually use a gray around the eyes. Let's see. Crap, it's 6 o'clock already. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, that's good. Okay. This is, this is Dolphin Gray. Move this to the side. And I think I might end up doing the same thing and just kind of spreading it because it's super dark. Let's see. And just tease this, blend and tease this color downwards. Oh, is it really? Oh, your day's almost done. Oh, I'm so jealous. Yeah, it's only 6:06. My day is just beginning. Oh, it sucks. But it's Friday! And it's chilly. I have to, we have to have the air conditioner on. My air conditioner's on right now. It's so freaking hot. It's not necessarily hot, it's humid. Our high yesterday was like 81 or something like that, and it's just freaking crazy. Our state bird is freaking a mosquito. It's insane. Uh, here we go. I gotta hurry up because it's almost time to Gizzo. 11 o'clock. God, I'm so jealous. Yeah, this I like doing. I'm too chicken shit to do like tattoos, cause that shit's permanent. A jacket you can take off. You can go to Walmart and pick up another one, but you screw up somebody's skin. Ugh. I can wear mermaids one day and half naked sailors the next, and cartoon characters and stuff like that, but once you put it on your skin, you know, you gotta commit. Maybe I just can't commit. That could be it. But I'll design the shit out of somebody's tattoo. That's fun. It's just really cool to make someone's dreams come true. It's like their vision, especially when it's super clear and very precise. That's why I really respect you, Ian. Tattooing is no joke. You gotta commit. You gotta commit to those lines. You gotta commit to how deep you go. Too cool. It's too cold to even go for a ride? What? What? Well, just go home and play with your snakes. Man, that's pretty cold. But then again, I can relate. There's times, probably next month after, it gets so frickin' cold. Oh, well, colder than now. It'd be like in the 50s. It's like, wait a minute, I didn't sign up for 50s. Never want to be in any weather that's lower than my age. Or too close to my age. Oh, I just went over some of my line. That's alright. It's like I want his jacket to be black, but I don't want it to be like pitch black. Like I want it to have like a deep dark gray tone. Kind of like the anime. And I'll probably throw another color in there just because black is just kind of boring by itself. Especially when everybody else has got a shit ton of color on them. Yeah, but I can't stand the humidity. It's just awful. It's like you're in an oven and you're breathing water, like you're underwater, but you're not underwater. Okay, let me stop whining about the weather. Whine, whine, whine. At least it's beautiful where you are. 6 degrees, get that. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. No, die. Oh, that is too cold. Too cold. 6 degrees is too cold. That's like 80 degrees less than what I need. Alright, I gotta clean this tip here. That way it doesn't carry over when if I go back to lighter tones. It'll stain it, but at least I'll be able to go back to the lighter tones. Okay, it's about time. Oh, I just changed lids, but it's about time for me to vamoose. You guys, I hope you have a fabulous weekend. I will be painting. I don't know if I'll be doing it on screen so much, but I will be trying to catch up to all the stuff. Crap! All the stuff that I'm behind on. Oh, shucky ducky! Don't touch my jacket. See, that's the kind of stupid mistakes I make. I got a little bit of a stain on the side there, but if I'm clever, I'll put a little character there. Alright. And usually you can catch that and erase it if you're really quick. Let's see. I was going to throw some other color here. Alright, I gotta get going before this alarm goes off and it's annoying. Alright, you guys, have a great one. Thanks for hanging out with me. I wish I could have finished this completely. But here's where I am so far. And we are there, at least for this. This is 25. I got 5 more to do. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do for day 31 because we've got Ripe, I think, as day 31, but I don't have a character. So if Ian does my head in, he can sleep in snake tank. Sleeping in the snake tank. Okay. Alright, you guys. I will see you hopefully in the next video. If not Monday, maybe sometime over this weekend. I'll see if I can give at least some sort of heads up or warning or whatever. Alright. Take care, you guys. And thanks for stopping in, Julie. Deshaun, I can't wait to see what you do. If you do decide to get into doing custom shoes, let me know, and I'd like to see what you come up with. I'd like to learn a few new tricks. Bye-bye, you guys. Ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta. And there's that, and then there's that. Okay, bye-bye.